Now this statue is set up in a place where it represents them going to work. We have Parliament House just behind the trees, behind the camera, and we have the Hotel Curtin just down the road, which is where the Labor ministers and Labor members used to stay. So this is one of my favourite pieces of public art in Canberra. It was commissioned in 2011 and it commemorates two of Australia's best known Prime Ministers. Here we have John Curtin and Ben Chifley. Now this statue is set up in a place where it represents them going to work. We have Parliament House just behind the trees, behind the camera, and we have the Hotel Curtin just down the road, which is where the Labor ministers and Labor members used to stay. So regularly, Curtin and Chifley would have walked this route to Parliament House when Curtin was the Prime Minister, the 14th Prime Minister, and then subsequently after Curtin's death, Chifley then of course became Prime Minister as well. Sadly, John Curtin died in office and he was replaced by Frank Ford, who only served as Prime Minister for less than a week until he was replaced by Ben Chifley, who went on to be Prime Minister and then went on to be opposition leader after that. But this is a fabulous piece of art. What it does demonstrate to us, of course, is how life was back in the 1940s, when Prime Ministers and senior ministers would walk along public footpaths to go to their office in Parliament House. Certainly wouldn't happen today. The security in a modern world means that this image is unlikely to be seen ever again, which is a sad reflection on the way things are today. But I think this is a great piece of public art. It's a great memory of how the world once was with these two famous Australians walking to work here in the middle of Canberra. So I hope you've enjoyed this clip. And of course, Canberra Guided Tours does a range of amazing tours in and around the nation's capital. We do stories about the buildings, we do stories about the wildlife, we do stories about the interesting people that have made this city and made this region. So if you've enjoyed the clips and that you are coming to Canberra one day, we'd love to see you come along on one of our trips. Come to Canberra, come out with Canberra Guided Tours, and we will share you some of the magic of our city.